What is in us? What is in man that will not come to Jesus Christ for salvation? First of all, humanity is selfish in that it loves darkness. John 3:19 through 20, men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. Here's the thing. According to John 8:12, Jesus delivers from darkness. He also desires that we have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. And not only so, we are to join him in reproving them. Ephesians 5:11 says this. To those that love darkness, the one who delivers from that darkness is the enemy. This next one goes hand in hand with the love of darkness. People love their sin. Let's look at John 3:19 again with a different emphasis. And this is the condemnation, that light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. Here's a very interesting description of sin. In Job 20, verse 12, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Are you telling me, is God saying here, and I think he is, that sin is like candy to these people? I love candy. Don't like sin much, but I love candy. But to them, sin is like candy. It's sweet in their mouth and they hide it under their tongue. That's hard. That's a hard saying right there, but it's true. Pleasure in unrighteousness, sin, is what leads to disbelief. 2 Thessalonians 2:12, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Believing the truth and pleasure in unrighteousness are set here in 2 Thessalonians 2:12 as a contrast. You can't have them both. Temptation comes from one's own lust, according to James 1:14. Every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Lust is intense desire. That's the definition. And thus it implies a love of whatever you are lusting after. That word love, by the way, when the Bible uses the word love, often it uses the word agapeo, which means to pour yourself into someone or something. And that, John 3:19, men love darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. That word is agapeo. It's also used for Pharisees loving the chief seats in the synagogues. Okay? And it's also used for us loving each other. Pouring ourselves out into someone or something else. People pour themselves out into darkness and sin. Some people love sin so much that they try to have lifestyles of sin and Jesus too. But guys, it doesn't work. Oh, here we go. He's going to quote Matthew 7:21 through 23 again. Yeah, I'm going to keep quoting it as long as it fits the context of the message, folks. Listen. Matthew 7:21 through 23. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Why? Why is he saying this? Why is this an issue? Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he would hold to the one and despise the other. The subjects of Matthew 7:21 through 23 try to serve two masters. They're clearly saying, hey, God, we served you. Look at all the great things we did. And then he's telling them, you're workers of iniquity, lawlessness. You don't obey. They've refused service to the King of Kings in favor of lawless living. But we did. We served. Look at all the things we did. And God says, Jesus says, well, Jesus is the God-man, but here you go. I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. With their mouths, they give him lip service, but their hearts are far from him. And as such, they actually are rejecting the Lord. And of these, I could get myself in trouble. I'm going to quote it. Thus saith the Lord. Titus 1:16. They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. 1 John 3:8. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Now, to those of you who are battling sin, this word committeth is an ongoing word. The Greek is ongoing. The Greek means a continual commission. It's not just, I slipped up yesterday and now I'm going to hell. That's not what it's saying at all. It's an ongoing commission of sin. Okay? Unrepentant iniquity. It actually fits Matthew 7:21 through 23. All right? We've already talked about how God forgives sin, how God forgives it when you slip up. If you're spiritually resurrected in Christ, God forgives it. We're talking about an ongoing, unrepentant state of living in sin. That's the reference there. If you do that, you're of the devil, you're not of God. I'm sorry. Yet, with all the love fallen humanity has for its own sin, Jesus, in John 7:7, testifies that sin is evil.